Do you have video and audio surveillance devices in your home? Well, it's really, really important to know the laws around video and audio recordings while your house is on the market. When I go to have my first meetings with a seller on getting their home ready to sell, one of the questions that we have to talk about is video and audio recordings during showings. I know a lot of sellers like to have these little cameras, and this one example is one that records video and audio. And in Texas, it is illegal to record any audio unless the person that owns the device is part of the conversation. So as a seller, that means if you are not present during the showing and part of that conversation, legally you cannot record that conversation. So, and traditionally in Texas, we don't have sellers present and certainly not part of the showing process. And so that just means that really, as a seller, to protect yourself, you should not have audio recordings. Now, another question: can you have video surveillance? Yes, the answer is yes, you can. And so many homeowners have video recording devices in their homes on the interior and exterior with the Ring doorbells and other things of that type, and then inside homes as well. And that is fine for your showings when your house is on the market, as long as the video recordings are not in a area that would be assumed private. So what does that mean? The obvious: bathrooms, really even bedrooms. Safest for a seller just not to have a recording device, video recording device in those areas. As a seller, I would say stick to having a camera on the entry foyer. That way you do get to have recordings of anyone coming or going, entering or leaving the home, or in other public areas of your house. So your family room, your kitchen, maybe a children's playroom. However, Texas courts continually uphold people's individual personal privacy rights. So if you have recording devices in bathrooms, then that could be an invasion of that personal privacy. And if you're worried about safety of maybe jewelry that you typically store in your bathroom, I would just recommend moving that. Don't store that in there. It should be locked up in a safe anyway while your house is on the market. As far as the buyers go, buyers beware. Know that sellers have these devices everywhere these days. I mean, I can't tell you the number of times I'm on a showing and I walk into a room and I see up on a bookshelf or the corner, or sometimes they're permanently fixed on a wall, and sellers have the different video recording devices. And so from a buyer standpoint, just remember that your body language speaks 1,000 words, and you want to try and keep your conversations about things that you like or don't like to a minimum when you're inside someone's home. You wouldn't want a seller to be able to use any of that information against you when in negotiations. Also remember to consider your conversations when you're outside, because ring doorbells, that type of device, can pick up audio from several feet away. So you might want to move out to the car or have serious conversations at a different location. If you really must discuss something when you're in the home and you're worried about any kind of audio recording devices, you can turn on a faucet and that noise will help drown out the audio recording. But in general, I say from a buyer standpoint, just have those conversations away from the home. And for any other information, you might want to consult with an attorney on this. But in general, remember, from a seller, don't record the audio unless you are part of the conversation. And as far as video goes, keep your video recording to the main public areas of your home or the exterior of your home. And then it will help you avoid any lawsuits. Thanks. And if you have any other questions about this, feel free to reach out. Or if you want any other information about buying or selling real estate in Austin or the surrounding areas, check out some of my